I'm Gorilla Monsoon.
And I'm thankful that I'm not.
Oh, you just can't help yourself, can you, huh?
I don't help anyone.
Huh.
Unless they've got the cash.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out the door if you don't stop.
If you can fit
anyway,
through
folks,
it.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Excuse me, but is anyone gonna introduce me, bro?
All right. And this is Vince Russo.
I thought it was the mailman.
Huh, why don't you be serious?
Smells like one.
Well, what the frig, bro?
All right, enough. Folks, coming up in just a short is a podcast hosted by two guys you've never heard of and probably never will.
Monsoon knows a guy who knows a guy, if you know what I'm saying.
I get it.
Oh, will you stop? Folks, Chris and George or something, they do the Hot Tag podcast, and here it is.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the festive version of the Hot Tag Wrestling Show. Y'all thought we were going away for the month, but no, it was just a week, and we didn't go away on purpose. It was just George was working like 150 hours last week. I worked every night last week. We just couldn't find the one night we were supposed to record. My work went significantly longer than it should, and that just kind of impeded things. But our goal last week was to actually have a show. It wasn't a planned week off, but here we are. It's all good. We're here, December 17th, a week away from Christmas, and we're doing WWF's Royal Rumble from the year 2000. And boy, George and I talked about this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say last week, maybe. Who knows? I talk to George all day, every day. So we said, my oh my, what a difference, George, a year makes when watching the Rumble from 2000, right?
It was like night and day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was just crazy, man. Like when we watched the 99 Rumble, and I was thinking, well, I mean, not the best, the production quality, like in terms of standards set by WWF, it wasn't that great. But geez, when you got to 2000, it was like, whew, all bets are off, man. It was just far superior of a show.
I didn't even think about this until now.
Mm-hmm.
There was a pretty big change in between 99 and 2000.
Oh.
The head writer had changed.
Really?
Yes.
Would that be Sir Russo, Vince?
We don't call him Sir.
Oh, my bad.
You have to earn that title. You have to be knighted.
You have to be knighted.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, not at all. You are right, and it's funny. It's weird how I'm sitting here. when I was watching the Rumble from 2000, I said to myself, I'm thinking, man, what's such a massive difference? And also, it's a Rumble that was without Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's like, dang, man. And when you look at this show and you go back and you look at its totality, you look at the story building of this show and the story building just completely moving forward in WWF, I'm under the assumption now. I mean, I'm under the opinion, George, that 2000 might have been the WWF's best year, start to finish, and they didn't even have the Golden Goose for that entire year.
Yeah, I mean, luckily without Steve Austin, like the Rock had stepped up, Triple H has stepped up, Taker has come back, will eventually be back from his injury with a whole new gimmick, a whole fresh new gimmick for him with the American Badass. Kane was jacked as shit in fucking 2000.
Yep, mutant.
Just yoked to the fucking gills.
Yep.
Kurt Angle was on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of whereas 99, you were really leaning hard on Austin. And The Rock had been champion and Mankind had been champion, but they didn't feel like they were on the same level as Steve Austin in 99.
Mm-hmm.
In 2000, with a whole a new guy in charge of the book, or at the very least in charge of writing.
Yep.
You could see that all right, we don't have our star player Let's see what these other guys can do.
Yeah. Yep.
And everybody said like the mid card got better. You had Jericho was on his rise as Intercontinental Champion. At this point, the 2000 Rumble, the very next night on Raw, the Radicals are going to debut. So I mean, it's like January.
Such a turning point.
Yeah, and like January, like with the Rumble, it kicked off what was going to be kind of a monumental year.
Yeah,
for this company.
No doubt, man. We're here, 2000 WWF Royal Rumble, the 13th Royal Rumble event. After 3 straight years with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the main focus in Rumble matches, he was off this show. He just had neck fusion surgery, so it was time for others to step up. And man, boy, did they ever. Like it's just wild. This is at January 23rd, 2000, Madison Square Garden in New York City.
New York City.
That's like a deep cut. You guys won't understand.
Triple H, you are the most devious bastard in New York City.
That's got to be my ringtone.
And it works.
It does. It really does. You got, let's see. I noticed at the top when they were doing the show on Peacock, it's got a V for violence. Weird how it's weird how it didn't have a S for sexual content, considering there's like basically 6 chicks nude on this show in the ring.
Well, they don't show anything.
The
violence is more prominent.
The violence, yes, the violence definitely is more prominent. So when you look at this, the video package airs about Triple H and Cactus Jack for the WWF Championship. It was weird though, George, that they didn't mention the Rumble match in the opening video. I don't know if that was edited from maybe the original DVD version, but it's weird how you're at the Rumble and that's not the first thing that they highlight, which is, does that show you maybe how over that story was, or that was just what they wanted to focus on?
You had some really good storylines going into this pay-per-view. I mean, they didn't highlight the Rumble match, but that wasn't the focal point of the event, because you had that turn of Mankind to Cactus Jack, like a pretty good shift for Mick Foley, and it had there was so much traction behind it. There was a lot going into this story of especially this feud of Triple H and Mick Foley. And I have to say Mick Foley because he goes from Mankind into Cactus Jack.
Yep.
So it's not like you're like, oh, but Mankind, then it was Cactus Jack. I mean, they're the same person. It was, all of this kind of starts at Armageddon 99. You got Triple H ends up beating Vince when Stephanie turns on Vince and aligns herself with Triple H. Vince leaves and just kind of disgusted. He's embarrassed of what happened. Triple H gets the world title back the beginning of the year in January, and he's like the Triple H and Stephanie are just running roughshod as like the owners of the company. Putting people in, I mean, they kept putting the Hardys and Edge and Christian against each other just for their own amusement. They would just put things together for them, and they were brutal to Mankind, to Mick Foley, to the point that he lost a match and then he got fired. And then the entire locker room came out and said they were going to walk out unless they hired Mankind, if they rehired Mick Foley. And then he gets his ass beat by Triple H. And then like the 2 nights later on SmackDown, he sheds the Mankind outfit and he's got the Cactus Jack shirt underneath. And it's fucking amazing.
And again, that goes when I said at the top of the show, and again, I wanted you to talk about it because you and I had a discussion about it. What a difference a year makes,
Yeah.
man. 1999, it looked like it was a show just thrown together. All that mattered was what happened at that main event, at that Rumble match. Dude, you fast forward a year, everything on this show, top to bottom, it had a meaningful story to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like 99. It was like, all right, whatever. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the story. We got the story. That's all that matters is Austin and Vince. And like, it doesn't really set up. And the 99 Rumble does not set up for WrestleMania because Vince wins the
Yeah.
Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to tune into the next few weeks to see where it's going to go. This, like Rock ends up winning the Rumble. I put that in quotes because his feet did fucking touch. Sorry, folks, it happened because he's 6'5" and he shouldn't be doing the fucking moves like that.
That's right.
He ain't limber like an HBK or anybody else who can bend their legs. So I mean, it's like, all right, we got Rock winning Rumble, we got Rock and Triple H. All right, but Triple H is still feuding with Cactus Jack. Let's see where this kind of goes. So, I mean, 99, as much as I love 99, it's got great rewatchability, but it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, definitely. Pyro goes off in the arena. That Madison Square Garden crowd was just so hot for this show.
They were hot.
Yeah, obviously it's probably it is the second biggest show of the year in pro wrestling outside of Mania. JR and the King, they welcome us to the show from the commentary table at ringside. Can I just make a statement that might sound blasphemous to everybody?
Yeah.
I actually hated whenever the WWF was in MSG because I hated the setup for the show.
Oh, because you couldn't get a good set piece.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's such and I never understood it because it's such a massive arena. It's like 21,000 people, but I think it's because of how how they're able to get things in there from where the stadium is and how they get equipment in and out of the arena. But I just always hated it because the pyro was like on a separate side of the arena. I just never liked the entrances. It was just so small. It seemed I don't want to use the word cheap, but it just seemed uncreative. It's like, the most famous arena for pro wrestling. And I just never liked the setup. That's all. I mean, I love the arena because the New York crowd is fantastic, but I just hated the setup every single time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't really get a great setup out of it.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to take it as is. I mean, they tried their best.
Yeah, they tried.
Make it look like a New York alley.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. They did. It was good. I think they did a really good job. They did the best of what they could do. Kurt Angle makes his entrance to a bunch of boos. God, I just forgot how great Angle was as a heel here in the beginning of 2000. He's a baby still in the company. He's just so over as a heel. He does a promo saying that he was proud to be in MSG, which he gets booed for, which is hilarious. Angle said the building, this famous, deserves to have a true champion performing in it. Angle ripped on the New York Knicks, saying if we waited on them to be a champion, we'd be waiting forever. So Angle decides to be their champion. It's just so good. Angle said concerning the unnamed opponent, he knows that this person has to be nervous to face an undefeated American hero. Angle encouraged this person to take a deep breath, let it out. And this is something you can tell your grandkids one day, and just encourage them to give it their all. The orange and black graphic appears on the screen with the number 13 as former ECW World Champion Tazz makes his entrance to a huge ovation. The crowd was ready for this. I've always said this, the minimal times that I actually devoted minutes to watching extreme crappy wrestling.
You're such a fucking hater. Look at you with your fucking MJF hair.
And he returned tonight, butts and seats.
Oh, who cares? I was watching Frasier.
So, Tazz, the minimal times that I would watch ECW, I was like, I know, I was actually a big fan of Tazz in ECW. The two guys I really enjoyed in ECW was RVD and Tazz. So seeing Tazz come out here was like really cool. I enjoyed it. But again, the one thing you don't recognize when you were watching ECW back in the day, but you notice it when dudes get to, the big leagues in WWF, how small Tazz is. And
he's just
because Angle's not a big guy either.
Yeah, when he gets to the big leagues, fucking look at you.
I mean, he was wrestling in bingo halls in a 2,300 arena.
Fucking dare you?
I mean, New Jack probably showed up every day with a shopping cart from being outside asking for pretzels.
First off, excuse you, jerk off.
I'm sorry.
He was not asking for pretzels. He beat the shit out of somebody and stole their pretzel cart. Get it right.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Get it fucking right, bitch.
My bad. But like Kurt Angle's like 6'1".
Yeah,
6'1".
And you know who's hanging out behind him, getting ready to give him a mixtape.
Oh, we know. We know, all right. We got it. You should be champion. I looked at Angle. I'm thinking, God, Angle's like 6'1", 6'2", maybe, and Tazz is like looking up to the guy, and I'm thinking, damn, Tazz was so tiny. He's a little fella.
And this and this was kind of great because in 2000, the internet was still in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you were hanging around the forums with Tony Khan, you had no idea Tazz was even showing up. I had no idea. Because they teased it by showing like the graphic for a few weeks. It was great when they used to do that. Remember when they would build to a fucking somebody debuting and give you a little flash of something on the Titantron, whether it was a countdown to the millennium or it was the Tazz logo. I'm guessing you just got the picture I sent.
I did just get that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's Merry Christmas.
You got teases to people and it all led to big moments. Like, yes, Tazz not a bigger name than Chris Jericho,
right?
But he's making his debut on the second biggest pay-per-view of the year against the fastest rising star in that company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the great thing about Tazz is you call him former ECW champion. You must call him former and future ECW champion because he's going to win that title in like April.
What's even crazier about this is they bring him in here to go up against an undefeated Kurt Angle at this juncture, and God, they have him go over Kurt Angle in 3.5 minutes with his submission to Tazz mission sleeper hold, and that's it. I mean, just like that, dude, Kurt Angle is gone, donezo in terms of his undefeated streak. Do you agree with that? With that finish, would you have some kind of
absolutely
a schnoz finish or
no? Okay. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that finish because if you remember, as the event went on, he was in the training room and he's sitting there. He was disputing whether or not he lost, which was great. Like debut Kurt Angle. He's like, oh, it was a legal choke. I'm still undefeated. It was a legal choke. I'm still undefeated. Like I'm undefeated. I'm still good. Like. This did not hurt Angle even a little bit.
No, it didn't.
It helped get a new guy over and Tazz. Kurt Angle, even in January of 2000, he debuted 2 months prior as Teflon.
Yeah.
Like he's already shaken off anything like that could have came from losing to, an ECW original like Tazz. Because like after this, Angle is going to go on. He's going to win the European title. He's going to win the Intercontinental title, and then defend them both in the same match at WrestleMania against Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. What a fucking match that is!
Oh, I know, and it's
like
I'll say this though: if this match is 6 months from now, the finish is much different.
If this match is 6 months from now, it's not against Kurt Angle. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
If
no,
Taz,
yeah, no doubt.
if Taz makes his debut in July or August instead of
Yeah.
January, he's not facing
Nope.
Kurt Angle.
No doubt. For people that don't know, I mean, we'll get
He's
to it
facing,
eventually.
if anything, he's going to face Chris Benoit.
Oh, yeah, he'll face somebody like that for sure. Yeah. If this was 6 months later, there's no way this match would have been booked. But Angle's only 2 months in here. So yeah, it was very smart to have Taz and Angle's undefeated streak here. Obviously, for most WWF fans in this era and later, Taz is much more known for his work as a WWE announcer for like most of the decade.
And he was great. And he was
Oh,
great.
he
on
was
commentary.
terrific.
Oh my God.
In
Like
commentary.
it doesn't matter where he is.
Yeah.
WWE, TNA, AW, Taz on the mic behind the desk is gold 100% of the time.
Yeah, I would love him in today's
even
WWE.
now in AEW where he is literally just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah,
like his shit is so popular. Like it's an entire segment on Botchamania.
Yeah,
of just Taz just saying whatever and like always like saying, "But I digress." Like it's a fucking it's like an unintended catchphrase for him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys and Terry are being interviewed by Michael Cole. There's highlights of the Dudleys putting the Hardys through tables on Raw, and then the Hardys getting revenge on SmackDown. Terry said they will tear the roof off of MSG. Jeff said they are not going to let Terry go out there tonight. Matt said the Dudleys are masters of putting people through tables, but the Hardys will put the Dudleys through tables or die trying. The Dudley Boys deal with Bubba Ray and Devon. They entered first to a lot of boos. Bubba did one of his stuttering acts, ripping for the fans for cheering on the Hardy Boys. Later, they brought up John Rocker for most people who probably don't even know who that is, so I'm going to skip over that.
Hey, can I do it? Can I fill them in?
Yeah, sure.
John Rocker, everybody. John Rocker was a professional major league pitcher, and he played for the Atlanta Braves. One time on a road trip up to play division rival, the New York Mets, John Rocker conducted an interview where he literally destroyed every fucking person in New York City, but in the most offensive way possible.
Yeah.
Basically getting his ass blacklisted from the sport. I myself am ashamed for being a Braves fan for having this piece of shit, this noted piss drinker, John Rocker, on my roster.
Don't disgrace that term.
And like, I see him now on Twitter, and it's like, dude, please lose the ability to form words. Like, why couldn't John Rocker get ALS instead of Mongo? It would have. I'm sure I'll get heat for that, but hey, all heat's good heat, brother.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, man. The Hardys make their entrance to a massive pop. So we get Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys here in a tables match.
First ever tag team tables match.
Yeah, man. Again, just history.
So fucking wild, man.
It really is. It really is, man. After this, we would just see it almost weekly. So, So the way to win the match was to put both guys on the other team through tables, no pinfall, submission countouts, or disqualifications. This match went everywhere. The Hardys get the win at just about 10 minutes and 20 seconds. We get some huge bumps at the end. Bubba posed on a balcony. Jeff hit Bubba with a low blow, and Jeff hit 2 chair shots to the head of Bubba Ray Dudley to put him through 2 tables. That was a massive bump. Then meanwhile, Matt hits Devon with a chair to the head. Dude, in this match alone, there was at least 6 or 7 unprotected chair shots to the head. It was just unbelievable.
I would look away.
Yeah.
Not intentionally like, oh, it's hard to look, but I would like glance away and I would just hear the sound of chair smacking head.
Yep.
And I'm just like, oh God. Like,
it was
it's
just,
like my spine turned into a fucking question mark.
I just listened to it like, God, it's like another day at the office or just dudes are just getting chair shots to the head. And I'm just like, dear Lord, man, I wish they knew. Matt sets up Devon on the table.
They're
Jeff was on.
They're about to find out in 7 years.
Yeah, they are. Jeez. Jeff was on the balcony, and Jeff hits a swanton bomb that put Devon through the table for the win. Pretty violent match, man. Lots of broken tables, chairs to the head, crowds going nuts for the violence. Obviously, now, 25 years later, listening and watching the chair shots are just so cringy. But
I'm gonna tell you, man, there's no way in hell that in Gorilla Vince isn't watching this match and just sitting there stiff as a fucking board, loving every minute of it, because he knows he's got something here.
Oh, for sure.
He knew. He's like, holy shit, pal, tag team wrestling is good.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is so fucking hyped and on board for this.
Yep.
And this, I mean, we got it at the ladder match.
Yep.
3 months prior at No Mercy 99 between Edge and Christian and the Hardys.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got the Hardys doing with another team, this time with a table. Like Vince is clearly just jacking it hard right now. Frozen ropes all over the fucking
position. Dear Lord. Noted rope pusher, Vince McMahon.
Damn right. Bruce Pritchard's sitting there cleaning it up.
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what, man, this was the match I feel that really put the Hardys over in a big way. This elevated them to a new level that they would probably hold for, forever at this point.
And the Dudleys too. I mean,
yeah,
they just debuted, let's see what, probably around September, October. I think they had debuted in 99. And they were just getting over, like they had a bit of a feud with the Acolytes, and Bubba Ray was doing his Stutter and John nonsense.
Yep.
Which eventually, like that just goes away, like within the next couple months. Like now, like the Dudleys are putting Mae Young through fucking tables and women all over the place. It's so fucking good, man.
It was.
Like these, like all four of these guys, both Hardys, both Dudleys, and you can throw Edge and Christian there as well. They're 2000.
Yeah.
Compared to their 99 is just, it was at like, they were at like a 2. And as 99 went on, they slowly got up. By the time 2000 hit, January 2000, both these teams are fucking 10s.
Yep.
Or
easily.
Or all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily, dude.
TLC hasn't happened yet.
That's what's even crazier. It's like, oh, this is nuts. Yeah, wait till SummerSlam.
Shit, just wait 2 months with the Triangle Ladder match.
Yeah. Oh my
Basically
God.
a TLC match.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's where the idea came from, was that triple threat ladder match.
Yeah.
The next up was the Miss Rumble 2000. Not really going to get into that.
How dare you?
I mean, Mae Young is the winner, so that tells you all you need to know.
You are just disrespectful.
My winner would have been Terry. Just saying.
Your winner would have been BB.
How dare you?
Listen,
she's a nice lady.
She's a very handsome woman.
She's a handsome woman. She's a looker, that one.
Surprised they didn't have Tori involved in this.
Who let her in the building? Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. Well, that went on for
unedited. May had them fucking things just flopping out on TV.
She did.
Vince is like, "This is such good shit, pal." And Moolah's like, back in my day, I would have sold her.
Oh my God! I would have taken 60% of the cut.
Oh, we're taking 60% of the cut, and then fed her to Harley.
And then I would have sent her to Memphis.
Sarah to Grizzly Smith.
Oh dear Lord, May wouldn't have survived.
Nah, she's too old for him.
There's a shot of Jonathan Coachman at WWF New York. Dude, I forgot the coach was with the company in 2000.
Well, they called him their brand new broadcast partner.
Brand new hire. I was thinking, oh my God.
This young, fresh faced pencil neck geek.
Yeah.
He has no idea. He has no idea what's about to come for him. When he starts wrestling and he gets that banger fucking theme song.
Yeah, what a great theme song. Ruthless Aggression era, man. Chris Jericho and China are shown backstage arguing about the Intercontinental title that both held. Dave Hebner shows up to take the title and said he'll take it to ringside for the match. There's a video saying that WWF superstars are trained athletes and this should only be in the ring and not on the playground. At that point, they should have showed a quick video of Mae Young showing her boobs, but we didn't get that.
I have fun. They aired that clip out. Don't try this at home. And then Darby Allin's like, ha, bet.
And he survived it all. So Hardcore Holly enters the building first here. China up next with the cat by her side. Chris Jericho's up last. Jericho did a promo saying that they were in Madison Square Jericho, and there would be a celebration when he becomes the undisputed Intercontinental Champion.
How quickly he went to becoming a face.
Oh my God, dude. Chris Jericho.
Because he was pure heel mode.
Pure heel.
Kind of for that title.
Yep.
And then just naturally they're like, hey, we like this guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 2000 Chris Jericho. Oh, yeah. On board completely. Jericho versus China versus Hardcore Holly. Which one of these is not like the other? Hardcore Holly. This match gets over around 7.5 minutes. The winner and undisputed Intercontinental Champion is Chris Jericho. I thought this was a pretty decent triple threat match, man, with the right person getting the win. Jericho was a heel, but he was getting a ton of popularity, like we said. So I thought this was the right call to make him that undisputed IC champ. I was really tired of China's matches at this point, so I was happy that was over.
Here's something I thought was very interesting in this match. Going into, I forgot, I knew Jericho won the match, but I didn't know the ways and the means of how he was going to win the match. Now, when I look at this on paper and I see Chris Jericho, China, and Hardcore Holly, I'm assuming Hardcore Holly is in there to eat the pin to make the other two look strong. That is not what happened.
Yep.
China ate the pin.
Yep.
Wild business to me.
I agree.
And listen, we know how he is with the rookies. I get it. And, he's a massive asshole and bully backstage. Yeah. Hardcore Holly could go.
He could.
Bob Holly could go. There's no reason why he couldn't have had a small run with the IC title.
Yeah.
Shit, they gave it to fucking Godfather in 99.
Yeah. I'm stunned 99, 2000. Godfather didn't get a run anywhere else because, you talk about over. My God.
You could have I said, fucking Stone Cold and crowd would have lost their mind.
Right. The Rock is backstage for an interview conducted by Michael Cole. Rock did his bit about being back in New York City, which of course draws cheers. Cole asked if there's a superstar that The Rock is concerned with. So The Rock said Crash Holly and Headbanger Mosh. He said if he
Crash Holly, allegedly well over 400 pounds.
That's right. Damn right.
He's a threat. Don't be coy, Chris.
Rock said if he can get by those two, he might have a shot at winning the Royal Rumble. Cole asked about the Big Show. Rock told Cole to fix himself a glass of shut up juice, which was so funny. The Rock said he wipes a monkey's ass with what the Big Show thinks. Rock said that he prays that he and the Big Show are the last two in the ring because the Rock guarantees to win the Royal Rumble. Rock said that he's going to win the Rumble and go on to WrestleMania to become the best damn WWF champion there ever was. And then Rock ends it with an if you smell what the Rock is cooking. The crowd's going absolutely batshit crazy. The shut up juice, I wish
you go fix yourself a nice tall glass of shut up juice.
I wish that would have stuck. I wish that would have became like a t-shirt because that would be it would live on to today.
You can literally just start saying it anytime you want. You can bring it back.
That's true. I'm gonna put it on his Instagram, see if he remembers it. And then he'll just demand that before he answers, I buy Terramana.
He'll count to 3 and then that'll be it.
He's gonna tell me to buy a Blu-ray version of Black Adam. A video package.
He's gonna tell you buy a Blu-ray of the next movie he's gonna be in.
Because all the other ones don't exist.
Nope. Unless
That's
that
funny.
movie makes money, you ain't gonna hear shit from Dwayne.
So funny. A video package aired showing how the Acolytes won a battle royal to earn a tag team title shot against the New Age Outlaws at the Rumble. The Acolytes had 2 words for the Outlaws: ass kicking. The Outlaws make their entrance as the WWF Tag Champs, and oh god, dude. Again, I always say this when it involves the Outlaws. All I care about is the entrance because it was just so fun 25 years ago, and 25 years later, I still love watching it.
You're damn right. I mean, it's a D-O-double-G, and that B-A-double-D, A double crooked letter.
That's right. WWF Tag Team Championships, New Age Outlaws versus the Acolytes. This match went a whole 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The winners by pinfall were the New Age Outlaws. This was the only match of the night that was just, it felt rushed. It was sloppy. Why wouldn't the referee just disqualify Badass Billy Gunn for pulling him out of the ring when he was counting a pinfall? Like I thought it was a silly to book a spot like that if it's not going to be the finish.
Hey, don't worry. X-Pac came out in his bucket hat and did a spinning heel kick. God.
That's a good, yeah. I mean, it was a cheap win for the heels to find a way to survive as champs. So I get that, but it was what it was. It was fun. It was fun to see the Outlaws. That's fun. It's just basically, get to the entrance, go use your bathroom real quick because what's coming up next is, massive. It's what they've been promoting the most. Video package airs for Triple H versus Cactus Jack feud leading to the WWF Championship match. Cactus is introduced first to a pretty big face pop. He's wearing the usual wanted shirt along with the black pants and the snakeskin boots, which I always thought were pretty badass.
Oh, I love those snakeskin boots.
And then Triple H comes out with Stephanie McMahon in his black shorts along with knee pads and black boots. Oh, man, just his entrance back in those days is just peak. Absolutely love it. He walks on his apron, did his normal thing, spits out the water to a huge pose. Just loved it, man. It wasn't, that water spit wasn't a regular part of his entrance at this point yet. He didn't do it all the time. I felt like after this is when he really kind of started making it a staple.
Yeah, and now he aims the water towards your face.
He should. I'm okay with that. So here we are, WWF Championship match, Triple H versus Cactus Jack. Dude, this match, man, goes 27 minutes. I mean, is it okay? And everyone knows I don't like Mick Foley at all. Like, he's just, I never, unless we're covering these shows, you'll never see me going back and watching for funsies anything involving Mick Foley. But I will say,
you are so full of shit because you'll watch a Dude Love match in a heartbeat.
I will not.
You son of a bitch.
I will say though, this is 5 stars. Mm-hmm. This was a 5-star main event match. I think it's my favorite Mick Foley match of all time.
This is how you do a street fight.
Agreed.
Like, the weapons are not the main character of the match. Right. Like, you got Triple H and Mick Foley for all of his faults. I know you don't like him one way or the other. You have to admit, the man will tell you a story from start to finish.
No doubt he will. Yep. Totally agree with that.
And like, it just kind of like, it really wasn't even a matter of like the weapons, because you didn't know what weapons were going to be used. You didn't know what was. This isn't like now where you're like, oh, I know everything that's under the fucking ring is going to come out. Or in some other matches, it just starts off with that shit in the ring, because that's just how they do things nowadays. I'm not nearly talking about that, but like GCW, that's really all they fucking do.
Yeah,
it's nonsense all over the place. Plus, Chris, I know you and I are always seeing just indie bullshit all over our Instagram, because we follow a wrestling page, so it pops up.
Yeah,
but it was like, we get the chairs and everything just kind of elevates, the barbed wire bat, and then like the thumbtacks, like. And that was the crescendo of the match, was the thumbtacks. That was the exclamation point on the match. It wasn't like they didn't pull out the fucking thumbtacks in the middle and then kick out. Like, no, that's your end point.
I agree. Just incredible 5-star performance from both men. A great story mixed in with all the violence and a match where Triple H completely raised his game to compete at the highest level.
No pun intended.
Right, no pun intended. With Mick, who obviously is a master at this stuff. A lot of times there are great matches. We can point to one person being in control most of the time. We call it the guys being carried by the other guy.
Yep.
This match just didn't have that. This was about as even as a match as I can think of.
Now, this is the second year in a row that Mick Foley has had a very violent match at the Royal Rumble, but this one is not as bad as the one from last year, because like the year before, those unprotected chair shots were just bad. Like, they look bad, and we know what the future is going to hold involving CTE and brain damage along those lines. But this, it was more violent, but yet I didn't fear that either one of them were going to have their career shortened by the match.
Yeah. Absolutely agree. Both guys, deserve praise for this performance. By the end of the match, both guys looked a lot better than when they entered the ring. In terms of like their characters and the strength of their characters, they left the ring a lot better than what they entered. Triple H, I'm sure, gained a crap ton of credibility as world champion after this match. Obviously, Cactus Jack proved that he could hang with the tippy top guys, main event guys like that. I think Cactus came out looking like a champ. He really did. This match had everything that makes wrestling pretty great, man. A lot of heat, amazing psychology, a high level work rate. The crowd was nuts from the beginning to the end. Just awesome stuff, dude. Triple H on a stretcher in the post match. Cactus gets up in time to chase him down, takes him off the stretcher, they roll him back in the ring, beat him up some more with a barbed wire shot to the face. The crowd's going bonkers. They had them in the palm of their hands the entire time, dude. It was amazing.
Man, you have like 3 really great cities.
Yeah.
For wrestling fans: New York, Chicago, and Philly. In any order, doesn't matter. Like, you go to any of those areas, the crowd is just going to be electric.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And maybe Charlotte if Ric Flair's on the card, but that is Flair country. You need his permission to get into the state.
All right. So there's a shot of Jonathan Coachman at WWF New York. He's interviewing WWF CEO Linda McMahon. Linda said she didn't have a comment about Stephanie, but she said that things will be handled the McMahon way. I'm terrified to know what that is. The ring crew is shown cleaning up the ring by sweeping the thumbtacks into a garbage bin. Howard Finkel welcomes us to the Royal Rumble match. God, I miss Fink. Finkel announced that 2 men will start. Then there will be regular intervals of 2 minutes or less to be eliminated for entrances. A man has to be sent over the top rope to the floor with both feet touching the floor to be eliminated. They showed a clip. Yep, they showed a clip of the 1995 Rumble when HBK held on with 1 foot just touching the ground. So he only had 1 foot. Gets back in the ring to eliminate the British Bulldog to win the 95 Rumble. I felt by showing that clip, George, it was as if the WWF was telling us that something similar could happen this year.
Could be, or
maybe a botched way.
I mean, it was, but not in. It's weird. It's unintentional foreshadowing.
Yeah. Unintentional for sure. So I don't go over the whole Rumble because it's so much, but D'Lo Brown is the number 1 entry. Grandmaster Sexay is the number 2. So let me just go down here a little bit. Number 11 is the British Bulldog.
No, it's not. He's not in this match. Oh yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
I forgot he was with the company. I
Yes,
can't believe
that's
you're
right.
just,
Me too.
I can't believe you're just gonna. Oh, never mind. We're not there yet. Go ahead. But no, you're not gonna talk about Rikishi just coming in and dominating, like throwing out 7 people from like
Was
the
it
jump.
7? I guess I didn't write that. I
It
didn't know he threw
was
7 guys out.
it was Viscera, Steve Blackman, Scotty, Grandmaster.
Oh, it is. I'm reading it. You're right. Wow, 7.
Yeah, like that's
Man.
4. Yeah, yep.
Jeez. Edge comes out at 13 to a huge pop. Weird to see Edge get such a huge pop.
Yeah, he had a bigger pop than Christian got at 4.
That's right.
That shitty fucking music he had.
We get a huge pop here for Bob Backlund, who's a surprise entrant at 14.
Fucking love Bob Backlund, man.
Yeah, he's
so into it, and Jim Ross is like, "What the hell is he doing here?" Like JR, it was almost like he was offended that Bob Backlund showed up.
Yeah, I know. Jericho comes in at 15. He's obviously the babyface. He come in and quickly drop kicks Backlund out of the match.
And then Backlund goes in the stands and starts campaigning. Because is where he was trying to run for Congress.
Yeah, that's right. Number 17 is China, so that's pretty significant that she's in her second straight Rumble here. Let's see. Road Dogg comes in at 19. 20. Let's go up to 21 is Val Venus. Funaki comes by himself out of nowhere. He gets quickly thrown out.
And do you know why he came by himself?
Because Taka was destroyed.
Because Taka got his fucking face, left his face on the fucking mat in Madison Square Garden.
It's still there to this day.
And King keeps going back to it throughout the match. Hey, can we show that clip of Taka again?
Oh man, number 24. We finally get a huge name here. The Rock comes out here at 24, just a mega pop, blows the roof off the building. He knocks out the Big Boss Man with a great spit punch, which is a devastating maneuver. He doesn't eliminate anybody else, though, until the end. It would have been good, I think, to do 2 or 3 right away for The Rock, but whatever. Billy Gunn comes in at 25 and goes right for The Rock. Rock DDTs him, gets him out of the ring. 26, here comes the Big Show, man, which is Lawler's.
This fucking idiot.
Shows a heel here.
He won't be by the end of the match.
Yeah, he won't be by the end of the match. Show eliminates Test and Gangrel. Huge hip toss by the Show and The Rock and a press slam on Hardcore Holly. Bradshaw comes out of 27. Mean Street Posse's out here again. They go after Bradshaw, and he throws all 3 of them out. But the Outlaws throw Bradshaw out of the match pretty quick there for Bradshaw. Kane comes in at 28, all yoked out of his brain.
Fucking dude.
Yeah, he was just amazing. Kane throws Venus out via chokeslam. Rock hits a big clothesline on Holly. Show does a press slam to Gun. The Godfather comes in at 29 with a lot of hose. Kane eliminates Prince Albert. There's Funaki again. Show throws him out. He's been eliminated 4 times, I think, at this point. Just crazy. Number 30 is X-Pac, which we knew already because he won that that tournament that got him to be the number 30 entrant. Really doesn't matter. He was kind of irrelevant. The final 4 are Big Show, Kane, X-Pac, and The Rock. The Outlaws pull Kane out of the ring so they can beat on him. X-Pac misses a spinning heel kick. Rock grabs him by the head and whips him over the top to the floor. That was a really good bump, by the way, by X-Pac.
That fucking flat back bump when he.
Oh yeah.
His spine shattered immediately.
Yep. However, the refs never saw X-Pac's elimination because they were out dealing with the Outlaws and Kane. So he slides back into the fray, which is obviously similar to Austin in '97 when he won. X-Pac hits the spinning heel kick on The Rock as 2 big guys go at it, with Kane hitting an impressive enziguri on the Big Show. Insane. Big Show comes in later on. He press slams X-Pac to the floor. We're down to the final 2. Rock hits a spine buster on Show. People's elbow time to and just, I mean, literally the roof, the building's shaking with how over this freaking when The Rock and the People's Elbow is. Rock tries to throw him out, but Big Show comes back with a choke slam. Show puts him on his shoulder, walks towards the rope. The Rock holds the top rope and hangs on to win as the Big Show goes stumbling out of the ring. Rock wins. Strong finish, however, I think it was kind of botched, which they didn't show the replay right away in that angle. They didn't show that angle.
It's almost like he slipped on a banana peel while walking over to the ropes with The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, that was look, I still think it was great. 51 minutes, just about 52 minutes. The Rock gets the win. Test actually lasted the longest in this match, almost 27 minutes.
This is also the last time we see the Big Show with long hair.
It is, you're right. Good point. Rikishi had the most eliminations with 7. Except for that just weird finish, George. I thought the Rumble match was pretty good. It lacked star power.
What it lacked in star power, it made up for in just being fun.
Yeah.
And entertaining.
Yeah.
Because 99 was severely lacking star power.
Very much so.
But
much.
There was no reason to watch the match unless you want to see Austin McMahon kind of go at it.
Right.
But this was like, everyone's coming in but you got these mid-card guys. The mid-card's starting to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Rikishi had just debuted a couple months prior, and he's over like fucking Rover with the dancing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you can easily say that Rikishi's the reason why Too Cool got over.
Yes, I agree.
Because they weren't going to do it on their own.
No.
With Rikishi, that just worked.
That was a big help.
But there was people in this match that you wanted to see him. So Edge got a massive pop. It's like we all knew The Rock was going to win. He was the only real big name in this match. I mean, Big Show is, but it's the old adage, oh, you're the biggest man in the match, the biggest threat. But you're also not going to win then.
That's right.
That means.
That became like a thing after this one. Like he was just never anywhere close again. No. The Rock celebrates the win after the match was over. The Rock did a quick promo saying that finally The Rock is going back to WrestleMania. Big Show runs back to the ring. Show tossed Rock over the top rope, and Show stood in the ring while the Rock talked trash to him. Very weird ending. But whatever. The story between The Rock and Big Show was only getting started at this point because there was, obviously some controversy with the Rumble match finish that we all, can see now where both the Rock's feet clearly hit the floor way before Big Show even got to the ground. But you didn't see that until the next night on Raw. So if you didn't know until Raw because you just saw the angle that they wanted to give you, which was obviously the Big Show touching first. George, out of a 10, man, where do you give in this?
This is, this is about an 8, honestly.
I gave it a 9.
Because every match was worth watching. I mean, maybe with the exception of
Outlaws and Acolytes, which is disappointing because they had that barroom brawl, the friendly tab, the old Timmy White's old place. Yeah,
and it was every match had a build to it going into this pay-per-view. That, a little dinky nothing had a fucking build going into it because they had that bar fight.
Mm-hmm.
Which after that, the barroom brawls got fucking prevalent. They started becoming backstage areas in the video games.
Yeah,
you could fight at the bar. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Throw somebody to a pinball machine. It was
yeah, they were. I agree, man. I love this Rumble. I give it a 9 out of a 10. Incredible show. Triple H, Cactus Jack, 5-star match. You give me a pay-per-view that has a 5-star match, you're going to get a pretty high grade overall. Looking back, I don't think anyone cares about the Outlaws and Acolytes match. I think you got the Rumble, and you got that Triple H versus Cactus Jack is just so memorable. The tables match with the Hardys and the Dudleys, just great stuff, man. The highs far outweigh the lows to me. So yeah, this is definitely a show I will always recommend to people. So George is at an 8 out of 10. I'm at a 9 out of 10. And we are out of time for this week. So that's the WWF Royal Rumble from 2000, ladies and gentlemen, from Madison Square Garden. Just an epic, epic event that kicked off an amazing, amazing year for the WWF that we will cover, I'm sure, in long term someday. Just a quick update before we head out of here, everybody. As of today, there is still no update on what's going on with the WWE library as of December 31st at midnight. The consensus by people that cover the WWE and the media is that it's going to be periodically in spurts rolled out onto YouTube. I don't know how often, how much, don't know. I'm sure we'll get an announcement soon. I can't see it just ending on December 31st without a formal announcement from WWE. So hopefully these shows are still going to be pretty accessible, or else we're kind of screwed.
What?
Yeah.
Are these
Yeah.
fucking year-end awards, Sports Illustrated?
Yeah. It'll take too long to get into it. We'll talk about it next week. But it's embarrassing if I'm Sports Illustrated. Let's just say that.
None of this makes sense to me.
No, none of it does. It's all garbage. It's a hit piece against WWE.
I mean, listen, they were not fucking good this year, and I will not defend.
Right.
I will not defend them. But no fucking way.
I know. I'm sure we'll talk about it.
Promotion of the year is TNA.
I agree with
it's
you.
It's fucking TNA because of the growth that company has shown. That's a company that showed growth this year. Now, the other fucking companies had growth. Sorry, Paul. I don't care what the fucking gate did. People are still not watching these events on TV.
Nope. I agree, man. All right. So if you guys are on YouTube, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications when you'll see us live again. So this has been the Royal Rumble from the year 2000. That's George Rogers. I'm Chris DiFrancesco. We'll catch you guys down the road. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.